Welcome to Tutorio. Tires symbolize dynamism and evolution, keeping pace with the latest automobile marvels. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated with us. Our videos are fun, informative, and interactive. Have you pondered on the tire creation process? It's a blend of modern technology, accuracy, and the purity of basic elements, similar to baking. But this creation isn't edible. Diving into the tire manufacturing process today, exploring each step in detail. So fasten your seatbelt for a fascinating journey into the world of tire production. It's going to be a wheelie amazing. The process kicks off with the collection of raw materials. Tires are an amalgamation of natural and synthetic rubber, carbon black, steel, and a variety of chemical compounds. Each element contributes to the strength, performance, and safety of the tire. Before we proceed, let's envision a comical situation. Imagine a rubber tree and a steel plant conversing. The rubber tree remarks, "We're not as different as you think. We both end up in tires." The steel plant retorts, "Indeed, we're both subject to constant rotation. What a challenging existence." And so they both chuckle, reflecting on their contributions to the manufacturing of dependable, durable tires. The process kicks off with the collection of raw materials. Tires aren't merely rubber, they're an intricate mix of natural and synthetic rubber, carbon black, steel, and a cocktail of chemical compounds. Each ingredient lends itself to the tire's performance, robustness, and safety. And so they both laugh, knowing they contribute to something much bigger, the creation of sturdy, reliable tires. The raw materials are rounded up and driven into a machine known as a Banbury mixer. This particular machine is an industrial miracle, its gears and inner workings designed to transform unassuming materials into something far more potent. With a rumble and a roar, the mixer comes to life, its mechanical heart beating a rhythm that echoes throughout the factory. This piece of equipment in itself is the epitome of precision and power, a symphony of mechanical wonder that really knows how to stir things up. Simultaneously, the ingredients are subjected to an incredible level of heat, a blazing furnace that serves to strengthen and bond them together. The result? A malleable, dough-like substance that holds the promise of incredible strength and durability. For some, this process might seem monotonous, even laborious. Yet for the workers who dedicate their lives to this, it's a testament to their expertise. And while some might call this a tiring job, they know that every good recipe needs a bit of elbow grease, dedication, grit, and a bit of sweat. That's what turns this substance into a marvel of engineering. This substance, fondly referred to as the tire stock, forms the base of the tire stock then prances on to the next step, the mill. It's at this point that the tire stock, just like a Broadway star after a powerful performance, steps away from the glaring spotlight of the heat and into the cool backstage area of the mill. The mill, a space where the tire stock is treated with as much care as a baker treats a fresh loaf of bread, becomes its sanctuary. Here, the heated tire stock, still carrying the warmth of its previous process, is cooled down. This cooling process is reminiscent of a freshly baked pie that's taken straight out of the oven and then left to cool on the kitchen counter, the heat slowly dissipating into the surrounding air. The tire stock, now relaxed and cooled, is then flattened. The transformation is magical, akin to a skilled pastry chef rolling dough into large pastry-like sheets, each one smoother and thinner than the last. These sheets, now resembling the pages of a well-read book, are then prepared for their next journey. Like a seasoned baker who's about to cut into a delicious homemade cake, the sheets are chopped and diced. This process is done with precision, each cut being calculated and precise, ensuring that the sizes are fitting for the varying parts of the tire. The tire stock has now successfully completed this stage of its life cycle, ready to move on to its next adventure. At this stage, the tire begins to assume its distinctive form, as if it's on a mission to round out its very own portfolio. Wouldn't you agree? All jokes aside, the carefully sliced sheets of rubber are meticulously wrapped around solid steel belts and strong bead wires, forming the core structure of the tire. This process, fondly named building, is an art form in its own right. It's as if the tire and the craftsman engaged in a carefully choreographed ballet as the tire comes alive under their skilled hands. Every move is precise, every step calculated. The right amount of pressure applied, the exact degree of heat used. Everything matters in this intricate dance. It's a delicate equilibrium of skill, precision, and patient attention to detail. This painstaking process ensures the tire not only retains its form, but also upholds its strength and durability, guaranteeing a smooth and safe ride for all. Once the tire is built, it isn't ready to hit the road, let alone roll down it. Its journey to perfection is hardly finished. Much like the meticulous preparation of a sumptuous steak, every tire is subject to a curing period before it is deemed for action. This process, which is as crucial as it is fascinating, involves heating the tire within the confines of a pressurized mold. The imposing heat and intense pressure unite to work their magic. This thermal treatment not only gives our tire its final irresistible shape, but also imprints the unique tread pattern that will ultimately grace the open road. In addition, the process embosses any given branding into the surface of the tire. It is an intricate dance of science and craftsmanship, where a simple rubber circle is transformed into a robust, roadworthy tire. This meticulous process ensures every tire is not merely thrown together, but carefully crafted. Because every tire likes to dress up with some hot treads and cool branding before making its debut. The final step in the tire manufacturing process is the grand finale, the inspection. This is a process as crucial as its predecessors, bringing a sense of finality and perfection to the tire's journey from rubber to road. Every single tire, without exception, is meticulously checked and scrutinized for any flaws or defects that might have escaped the previous stages. This process could be humorously equated to a tire exam, a detailed examination that ensures the tire's readiness for the real world. But a grading system doesn't loom over this part of the process. Beyond the basic inspection, some tires are chosen for even more rigorous tests, almost like the valedictorians of their batch. These few are given the special treatment and are taken for a simulated test drive on a dedicated machine. This is done to guarantee that they meet the high standards of safety and performance, ensuring a sense of reliability. Talk about going the extra mile. So, to summarize, tire manufacturing is a complex, intricate process. The procedure initiates with the procurement of raw materials such as rubber, carbon black, and chemical agents. These are combined in a meticulous manner to form the tire stock, which is the primary material from which the tire is constructed. This tire stock cooled to ensure stability, then it's carefully cut into precise sections that are assembled around steel belts and bead wires. These are structures of the tire that provide it with durability and strength. Once this phase is completed, the semi-finished tire is subject to a curing process. This involves placing it in a heated, pressurized mold where it takes on its final shape and gains its tread pattern. This process isn't just about giving the tire its form, but also enhancing its performance, durability, and safety. Following the curing process, the tire is inspected rigorously for any flaws or imperfections. If any are found, the tire is discarded, as safety is paramount in this industry. The tire manufacturing process is a perfect fusion of advanced technology and simple raw materials, resulting in safe, reliable, and durable tires. The next time you venture out on the road, remember to admire the intricacy and precision that goes into each tire. It's a tribute to human inventiveness and the continuous quest for safety and performance. Always remember, it's really important to give credit where credit is due. After all, without tires, we'd all be stuck in a rut. End of voiceover.